All right, what's going on, guys? We officially got the Cold War multiplayer reveal yesterday. Definitely go check out the trailer if you missed it. There's a lot of gameplay out there as well. Unfortunately, for the 8th year in a row, I was not invited to participate, even though half the people they do invite can barely shoot their gun straight, but that's okay. I did happen to watch quite a bit of gameplay and some informational videos and stuff, so I got a pretty good idea about what's going on now. I might be like kind of all over the place with this one because I have so many different things I want to talk about, but let me try to get some thoughts out there, okay? So number one, it does look pretty good. Definitely visually looks just like a Black Ops game, which I'm happy with. I like Black Ops. They said that it's not only going to be cross-platform, but also cross-generation. So that means that like PS4 can play with PS5 and same for Xbox, which is pretty interesting. So the player base is basically going to be everyone. And I think that's actually a really good thing because obviously not everyone is going to be getting the new consoles right away when they release. So I don't want like all the lobbies to be split up and then we end up with like empty lobbies and stuff. So this way there will definitely always be a good supply of players on the game. I actually think this is a really good idea by them. And I guess probably the biggest thing about the reveal, even though I think we already knew going into it, but it is official now. Yes, the mini map is back and works like a normal Call of Duty mini map. Like, that was a real cool experiment you guys did with Modern Warfare, but let's not ever do some dumb shit like that again, please, okay? Like, real cool, you know, you tried it out, haha, very funny. Don't do that again, all right? Now let's actually talk about some gameplay specifics. So the creative class system, they went back to like the old school, very simple creative class setup, but they added like a little additional details to it, right? So you get a primary, secondary, lethal, tactical, 3 perks, so pretty standard, but then you also get a field upgrade and a wild card. I'm probably most interested in the wild card because that actually has like some really useful things on it. There was one that gave you additional perks. There was one that let you use all the perks from the same category and stuff. So basically you can have any perks that you want. And then there was one that gave you additional attachments for your gun. So I think wild cards are going to be very key to making your class this year, and I think that's going to be like the main thing separating people's class setups. As far as the perks, so far it just seemed like the normal perks. Ninja is back once again, another crazy experiment they did in Modern Warfare. Let's not ever do that one again either. But yeah, Ninja, Ghost, Flak Jacket, Tac Mask, Cold-Blooded, very standard perk setup so far. Now when the actual game comes out, they might have some crazy stuff in there that they haven't shown us yet, but so far seems pretty normal. As far as the guns, a lot of them straight up look like they came from Black Ops 1. I saw the MP5, M16, AK-47, AK-74U, and then it also looked like they brought back the Commando and the Galil, but under different names. But if you like look at the gun, it looks just like those guns. That kind of makes me wonder if they're gonna bring back the FAMAS, man, because the Black Ops 1 FAMAS was different, man. That's one of my favorite guns. It was so good. Now, one of the good aspects they did take from Modern Warfare, they did the same type of gun customization. So each gun is gonna have like 50 different attachments, just like Modern Warfare had it, except this time we don't have to like guess on what exactly the attachment does. It actually gives you a percentage on your screen of what each attachment affects. Like, for example, if you put like a suppressor on your gun, it will say, oh, minus 10% range, or, you know, whatever the numbers are, obviously. So that's actually really important, you know, because, you know, you don't want to have to sit there and guess what exactly it's doing. But if you actually have the numbers, you can actually like put a different attachment on that maybe adds range and like counters it or whatever, you know what I mean? So you can kind of mess with it and you know exactly what's going on with your gun. So I actually really like that aspect of it a lot. Next, let's talk about the maps. Okay, so we didn't really see too many of the maps. I think we saw 5 maps total, and out of those 5, I think like 3 of them are like ground war maps. So we haven't really seen like the main maps of the game yet. That one map that has like the 2 ships connected with the zip lines or whatever, and you can like swim in the water and there's like boats and stuff that people are driving around. That map looks terrible. Like I'm good on all that sort of stuff. if you enjoy that, like that's your thing, bro, but like that's not Call of Duty. Like I'm good on that, you know what I mean? But then we did see one of like the more normal maps. I think that Miami map that looks like it belongs to like GTA, I think that's a 6v6 map. That's one of like the more normal maps they had. And then the wide open like desert map that's kind of like Turbine from Black Ops 2. I mean, not exactly, but like similar theme, I guess. That map actually seems solid. Like, it's like wide open. Killstreaks should do really well on there. Like, I don't see too much like camping going on. But we really haven't seen too much of the maps just yet to where I feel like we can judge them. I want to see like the main like 10 6v6 maps that they created. You know, that's what I'm really interested in. So until we see that, you know, I'm not really too worried about it. But let me finish this off with the kill streaks. Now, this is probably the most important and controversial topic about the entire reveal. So first of all, the kill streaks themselves actually seem pretty solid. And I say kill streaks, it's actually score streaks. They went back to that. But as far as the streaks are concerned, we have confirmed spy plane, RC car, napalm, attack helicopter, chopper gunner, and like maybe one or two more. So it kind of seems like they pretty much took all of the Black Ops 1 kill streaks. So I guess that means we should be getting dogs as well. It's probably like one of the highest kill streaks, if not the highest, which would be really cool, man. I really hope we do get dogs. I don't have my hopes up for getting Blackbird back because for whatever reason, Vonderhaar said that he doesn't like the Blackbird. I don't know. Let me not even start on that. That would just piss me off. That's a different topic. But yeah, I'm hoping we see dogs, but I'm pretty happy with the kill streaks. They seem effective. The chopper gunner is literally exactly like the one from Black Ops 1, which you guys all know is very good. So I'm happy with what I've seen about that. However, the main controversy with them right now is the fact that score streaks do not actually reset when you die. So think of support streaks from MW3. It works kind of like that. Now, I know that sounds horrible, and you probably just got a little pissed off hearing that. Like, I know, I was the same way. I was the exact same way. I was like, you know, what are they doing? They ruined the game, right? Now, I looked into it a little bit further. I watched some gameplay, and I actually kind of like did some math and then looked at the kill streaks specifically to see how people were earning them. I think it will actually be okay. Let me explain. So basically, the reason that this isn't like completely terrible is because you still actually have to go on a good kill streak if you want to earn your streaks quickly, right? Because there's actually a score multiplier. As you get more kills, you get more score, right? But if you die, you lose that multiplier. So if you just spawn up, get a kill, and die and keep doing that, it's going to take you way longer to get your streak. So if we just take, for example, right, I'm just making this up. Let's say, you know, you start the game 15-0, right? You pretty much just got your chopper gunner right away, no issues, right? And that's normal. Like any Call of Duty, you start 15-0, you're going to get all your streaks, right? Very normal. However, let's say another person in the same game starts 15-9, you know what I mean? Like, that's a okay score or whatever, but it's not 15-0, you know what I mean? Like, they died, they probably got a couple, like, 2 or 3 streaks in there, they probably went 1 for 1, they might have spawned up and died right away, you know what I mean? They didn't really put in the work that you did when you went 15-0, so even though you both have 15 kills, you're going to have a chopper gunner, and they might have a UAV and maybe like a napalm or something, you know, depending on if they played OBJ or whatever, right? So that's the main difference, right? So it's not just like, hey, once you get 15 kills, you are rewarded with a chopper gunner, right? I don't think it's even possible for someone to go like, let's say 20 and 40 and still get a chopper gunner. I think they literally will not have enough score for that to work. So that means the system should be okay, right? That was the main concern. So all this really does, I think, is at least help like the bad players get something, but it's not going to be anything good. Like, instead of getting nothing for an entire game now, they might get a UAV and they might get like a napalm strike or something that they probably would not have been able to earn otherwise. But they're not going to just be being rewarded with a chopper gunner. So I think it's okay. They did say there is a cooldown before anyone like freaks out that people are just going to be like spamming streaks nonstop. So I don't know what exactly the cooldown is. It's probably a longer cooldown, like the better the kill streak is. But, you know, you're not going to be able to just like spam UAVs every like minute, you know, just because you're getting like 3 or 4 kills or whatever. So overall, the system seems okay. I know in one of the gameplays that I watched from Scump, he didn't get his chopper gunner until he was like, I want to say like 30-5. So, you know, he didn't go like 12-0, but he went like 30-5, and then he got all his streaks or whatever. So you still have to do pretty well to get your streaks. You don't have to do perfect, you know what I mean? But they aren't just handing them out to kids going 10-15. They're like, oh, here, take a chopper gunner. You know, they're not doing that. So I think it seems all right, man. We'll see. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Let me just say, I guess like a little disclaimer. I probably should have put this in the beginning of the video, but the only thing I'm looking at is gameplay. All right, if it ain't about gameplay, I don't care. That's pretty much it for the video. The beta starts on October 8th, I believe, for PS4, and then about a week later for Xbox. So that will probably be around the time I have something else to say about this game. Until then, we'll just have to wait and see. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like rating if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're not already. Follow me on Twitter. Links in the description down below. Check out my last video if you missed it. We talked about how Dr. Dre's ex-wife is now requesting that he pays her $2 million a month to cover all of her expenses. So with that being said, thank you guys once again for watching. Have a good day and peace out.